Welcome life back to life, man. So logo who say we like to. Well. I don't wanna sing the latest song. I don't wanna percolate the crowd. I just wanna make you smile. Hello, good evening. I'm gonna be very brief today. As you can see, the topic is talking about single motherhood, how to manage single motherhood. And anytime you come back to this channel and you see this video, I beg, try to watch it to the end and learn from it. My Bini song is out, Oraweya. So if you have not seen that song, it's on this channel, Oraweya, God will do all. It's a prayer request, it's an assurance song. Please try to get that song, listen to it, and you'll be blessed. For those that don't understand Benin, that the song was subtitled. All right, let's go into the topic of today. Single motherhood, how to manage single motherhood. Now, I'm doing this one today after for some time now, I've not come here to do my teachings. I came across a video a few days ago, was on Facebook, yeah, and I saw a man apparently living in any of the Europe country, I don't know. He was talking about single mother. He was practically abusing them. You know, he was using all kind of derogating statement, insulting them like, okay, how you be a single mother, this, that, you know. But from what he was saying, he was just abusing, you know, it's like it was a crime to be a single mom. So I'm here to share my own opinion on single motherhood, and especially those who are, will I say, people who are actually ignorant. I want to share my own opinion because my opinion is my opinion. I don't feel because in some area when you are free in that area, you begin to condemn others and insult them because you are not in their shoe, you know. Who is a single mom? Why the guy was trying to abuse them? He was specific about single mothers in Germany. Some single mother will give birth to different men. You know, we know some are actually guilty of this, but the area I was not happy with him was he was like using some bad words. You know, who is a single mother? A single mother is that woman, young girl, lady who has a child or has children, and the biological father of that child or those children are no longer in her life. Things happened for me. No young child will be growing up now and say, what do you want to be? Say, I would like to be a single mom. You know, as time goes on, when people begin to grow, they meet situations in life. And so you cannot use the situations of people to condemn them or judge them because you are not in their shoe. I'm not sure any woman will wake up and say, oh, what do you want to be? Every woman wants to have a happy home. It is bad men that make some women to become a single mom. It is bad men. So, a single mother is that woman who has a child, who has children, but the biological father of that child is no longer in her life. In other words, they are no longer married or they are no longer dating. How do people become a single mother? When I was thinking about the topic, I was like, it's not everybody that just purposely say, oh, I want to be a single mom. Let me be a single mom. It's a so country, it's a so country. Things happen. You understand? And Sometimes when you think about things that transpired, it will actually be the man who was the bad person. People can become a single mom out of rape. Choice so. Good evening. Thank you for coming in. There are some people who became pregnant because they were raped. So she was not prepared for it. Maybe they gang raped her or somebody had to rape her. And later she discovered she was pregnant. Okay, she had to have the baby. Now, that kind of woman, you cannot blame her. She became pregnant because she was raped. Of course, rape is a crime and is a punishable crime. Now, you cannot blame that kind of woman who became a single mom out of the situation. She didn't prepare for it, but she was raped by a man, or gang rape by a group of men. The thing, it happens anywhere in the world, even in the Western world. So that's one way somebody can become a single mom. Another way, when I was thinking about it, how would a woman become a single mom? Another way is when she meets a man who have evil agenda, who has a bad agenda. There are many men, they are not ready to take up responsibility. They are not ready to build a home now. They are not ready, but they just want to have a child. There are men that have that kind of agenda. There are some men who wants to have children with different women. It is part of their agenda. Probably is their family thing, part of their foundational trouble in their family lineage, you know. They just want to have children, but they don't want to settle down. So any girl can be their target. And so when they succeeded in having a baby from a girl, they begin to find everything to break up the relationship. Not because they were in love, not because they were ready to build a home, but they needed a baby. And unfortunate, someone's daughter have to be a victim. So some people became a single mom because they jammed the wrong man who was just after a baby, not after a family. Some people became a single mom when they lost their man to the cold hand of death. Now, you cannot blame them. It's not everybody you just insult. I was really, really sad because most of these people that insult single mom is because of their mentality. There are some marriages that was going smoothly, or the dating was going smoothly, and they already had a baby out of that marriage, or they already had children. But the cold hand of death took the man away from the woman, and she became a single mom, what you can call a widow. Greater Osas, good evening. Thank you for coming. God bless you. You can't blame that kind of a woman who the situation of life have made her to become a single mom. You are not supposed to be insulting mothers. I know some people make mistakes in life. They didn't think, they didn't plan and all that. Of course, there are few ladies like that. There are few females like that. But it is not a yardstick to generalize and begin to insult single mother, this, that. That guy said so many things, man. I don't want to repeat everything when they talk, because it's not good. You know, to be a mom is another responsibility entirely. And so for a man, and I think the man has children, I think he's married too, to come on social media and begin to insult them, condemning them, use all kind of words. You know the shame, you know the shame, you know the shame. But to be a single mom is not a crime. Some of them are just victims of circumstances, bro. So, first and foremost, I'm trying to explain what it takes to become a single mother. A lot of people became a single mom because they jammed a bad man. Some, they lost their man to death. Some were raped, you know. And some try out another relationship. The first one failed. They try out another one. The second one didn't work out. And baby also came out from that second relationship. You cannot blame them. When you jam a bad man, you jam a bad woman. You cannot blame them. Situations of life. There are people who were born complete. When they born them, they're complete, body complete. But as time they go for life, you go see them say maybe accident happen. They can't cut in hand or they can't cut in leg. The person became handicapped. The person became a blind person. Not be so they be born and the situation of life. You cannot mock and insult or condemn such a person. That's so this relationship thing be, even for abroad, anywhere in the world. I have so much respect for mothers, whether they are young or old, especially those ones that are very responsible, doing everything they can to put food on the table for those children. There are many men who run away. I did a topic on this channel for some men who don't think about the children the woman is having for them. They will just abandon the children for the woman to be suffering alone in another country or in another city. You know, and that woman will do everything to take care of that child. I gave some certain things that the woman is doing, you know. So my point is this: single motherhood is not the end of life. There are people who are single mother and they are stars today. They are successful. Their children are successful. They came out, they stood their ground and took care of their child or took care of their children, and their children became successful. Better than some couples who were married. So I'm not trying to say people should purposely wish to become. No, I'm not even sure there's anybody who will purposely wish to become a single mom. No, but when things happen to people in life, you don't condemn them, you don't judge them. That's my own point of view, because nobody ever really planned for bad things to happen to them. But as time goes on in destiny, bad things happen to people. You know, so that's practically what I would love to say. Don't condemn mothers. No. That responsibility to be a mom is not not be beans, my brother. You know. So I'm trying to come in from this perspective. If you are a single mom means that the man that is biologically the father of that child is no longer in your life. You are no longer dating. He's no longer in the marriage. You know, you could be a single mom and dating another man. So a single mom in this context is that you are the only one taking care of the child. The biological father is no longer there. You don't work on you. You know, how do you manage your single motherhood? How do you manage single motherhood? Whether you live in Germany, you live in Spain, you live in America, you live in Canada, you are based in the UK, you live in Nigeria, whether you are in Italy, you are in Luxembourg, Sweden, Denmark, you are in Malta, Finland, Norway. See the way they name all the countries. whether you are in Canada, you know, how do you manage single motherhood? I'm gonna be very fast because I want to go home. You know, like what I said before, to be a mother is a responsibility. So you already know you have a responsibility, and so you must set the goals, you must set the standard, you must set the plans, you must set the purpose ahead, because you're already a mom. And your ability for you to be able to set that standard will give you a direction to follow. It will give you, it's like a compass, a navigator on what to do, what to follow, to achieve positive result for yourself and for the children. Mama Stella, good evening. God bless you. Thank you for coming in. I'm talking about single motherhood, how to manage single motherhood. So, well, a lot of people have been victim of circumstances in life. We cannot condemn them. No. It's like somebody who was born completely, due to accident, the person became blind. You now begin to condemn that person. Oh, you know the shame. You know the shame. Now, in a situation where the person meet for life, my computer for that situation. No young lady will actually just wake up and say, oh, what is your dream in life? Say, I'm dreaming to become a single mom. No, situations happen. And so we cannot condemn them, because most of the blame goes to the men who were irresponsible, who were having a very bad heart. So that's that. One way that you can manage single motherhood, like I always talk about, I always say in every other topic that I've said, is as a single mom, you have to be prayerful. You have to constantly pray for yourself and your children. You have to constantly pray for yourself and your children. The reason why you have to constantly pray is because prayer can solve a lot of issues. There are many people who had these situations in life because of the family background, because of the challenges in the family line, because what has been happening in the family. Some people became single mom because their own mother also experienced such difficulties. Believe me, or their dad, you know. So if it's a family that has the ability of polygamy, the woman might experience it, or the man that dated that girl that ran away, polygamy is in his family. So he wants to have children with different women. So it could be spiritual. So one of the ways to solve spiritual problem is to be prayerful as a single mom. Always pray for your child, especially of the area that you have experienced in life that were not good. You constantly pray for that child, pray for those children. God, this one with me experience, I don't want me my picking experience. And this you can only do on the platform of prayer. This you can only do on the platform of prayer. Now, another way to manage your single motherhood, if I may suggest, one, be prayerful. Number two, as a single mom, you must separate your bad character from your child, from your children. You must separate your bad habit from your children. In other words, I'm trying to say there are some things you do, you as a mom, you know is not good. Never allow your children see you do them. Never allow your children see you practice them. Because the home is the first teacher of a child. If, let's give an example, you're a single mom. I've seen some mothers come to a party, and what they will be doing is very fun. You say, this one is supposed to be somebody's mother, you know. Let's say maybe you are addicted to smoking. You are addicted to alcohol. You drink. Maybe you are addicted to, because of the hurt you had from a past relationship, you now jump from one man to another. What are other some habits again? Maybe you take drugs. Hard drugs. Igbo, cocaine. Maybe there are still women that smoke Indian hemp. Now, if you are not a mom and you are still having this habit, for me, one of the ways to manage your single motherhood status is to separate this bad habit from your child, because you must raise your child better than your own version. Your child should be better than you. But if you do the wrong thing in their presence, they learn and learn and learn even better than you. And don't be surprised, they're going to do worse. So another way to manage your single motherhood is that never practice the bad habit you have as a mom in the presence of your children. Separate it. You know, maybe you are still very young as a single mom. You're a little girl that had a baby, or you had children and you have problem with the man, and everybody have gone their separate ways, you know. So, and maybe another man comes to the house to see you in the presence of your children. They're already growing up. So the person you are dating now came to see you. There are things you shouldn't do in the presence of your children. Right? That man should not move more than his boundary, because he's still dating you in the presence of your children. You must be able to draw that boundary. No, you can't do this here. These are my kids are around. These are my kids. You know, it will help you as a mom. It will help you as a mom. For me, another way you can manage your single motherhood is, I know sometimes people became single mom because the relationship didn't work and they were hot, badly hot. And so, especially if it was a man you truly love, badly hot, that broke your heart, you know, permit me to say this: women hardly forget things that happened to them. They could give you dates of something that happened 4 years ago. They'll give you date and time and place, very accurate. And when it becomes even something that was negative, they could remember everything, and they carry that heaviness over the years. So one way to manage your single motherhood as a mom is, um in as much as you are having that heaviness, that heartbreak, that hurt from the past, that you've tried to forget about it, don't create that mentality in your children. In other words, don't use your past hurt that happened to you from the relationship that didn't work out, to use that hurt to raise your children. Don't paint them negatively to hate people, to hate their dad. You know, there are situations some people will even tell their children, say, your papa don't die. and the man never died. He don't say he don't die. And the man never died. Excuse me. You know, the man is still very much alive, but the woman is bittered, and because of her bitterness, she will just feed them with different kind of things that never happen. You know, the love and the relationship that happened between you and their dad that didn't work out is between two of you. Don't bring that mentality to be raising those children, those bitterness, for them to begin to hate on their dad, for them to you try to bring that you can see that bitterness in the way you are training them, you are talking to them, you are trying to educate them from home. No, try to separate that your past hurt in raising them. You must impute the right values in them. So some of the things that happened to you that were not that right, it's not that one that you now use as an excuse to raise them. No, you must feed them with love, feed them with happiness. Don't even let them know that, you know, the battles you went through, the tears, all the hurt you went through. Don't even allow them to feel it from the way you will be behaving and talking. Raise them well. You know, that's one way you can manage your single motherhood. In other words, don't bring in past hurt in raising them. Don't feed them with negativity. You know, some mom will feed their children with all the lies. Maybe even in some men, in some cases, it is the man that is in the custody of the children. The man will be feeding the children with negativity about their mom, which most cases is not true. It's just because of the quarrel that happened. What their mom never did, they will say, nah, so their mom done. So some single mom will do that. They begin to feed the children with all kind of lies. Please, one way to manage your single motherhood is to teach the children how to love. Don't allow your heart to influence their upbringing. Don't allow your past challenges in relationship influence the way you bring them up. No. Allow the right values to influence them. Another way to manage your single motherhood, because you are a mom, is to learn from good mothers in raising your children. I'll say that again. One way, especially when you are a young mother, you know, you are still very young, in your 20s, there are a lot you need to learn in your 20s, in your late 20s, early 20s. You just born. So experience never there at all. So one of the ways for you to be able to manage your single motherhood is to be able to learn from women who have been ahead. If you're in your 20s, you should learn from women in their 40s, in their 30s. If you're in your 30s as a single mom, you should learn from women in their 40s, in their 50s. So one way to manage your single motherhood, I'm just trying to reason so many things now, is to draw knowledge, informations from other good women in raising your children. How do you raise your children? You're supposed to be able to try, do all you can to make sure they go to school and make sure they know God. You know, my time don't go. I need to stop this video now. No, I've seen some mom that say, yeah, maybe because of the heartbreak, what happened, blah blah blah, the wrong men they meet, they've lose interest in the things of God. They know they pray, they know they pray with their children, they know they study Bible, they know they go church, they know go even carry their pikin go, they know go give who they go, make it carry and go. So the pikin is just the pikin just they grow, you know God. Some of them get where they'll grow rich, you know if you talk to them. They tell you I don't want to go school, I don't want to go school. You know if you do anything. You know if you do anything. So it's only God. That's why I say you must pray. The first thing I say is I say learn to pray, because it's only God that will help you to raise a child that the father is not there. How we'll begin to see different men tomorrow. The father is not there. It takes only God's grace. And that's why you need prayer to be able to influence that child a little. Before he now leaves your net, you don't have control over him again. Say, oh, I'm 18 years now, you know if you talk to me. So you need God in the life of your child. So I'm recommending it to you as a single mom. One way you can manage your single motherhood is to give your child the fear of God. Not just discipline a child. No, the child will have God. That God factor will day their life. There are many things a child will not do because he or she has known God from a very young age. So even if you know one, you know, especially in this Western world where we did, a lot of people are discouraged to go to the house of God. You know, when you keep taking a child to the house of God, yes, the percentage that he will grow up to become a God-fearing child is there. It's a larger percentage. So please, you can't compare it with that child that just grew up. He doesn't hear the word of God. He doesn't have time to go to church. His mother will only go to church maybe during occasion. You can't compare the two. There will be difference in the upbringing. So one way to manage your single motherhood is to train your child in the way of the Lord and try your possible best to make sure the child go to school. Even if he wants to do other things tomorrow, he wants to be a footballer, a singer, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. But that child should be able to finish at least university, especially those of us who are abroad. You know, with all the help and standard abroad, a child should be able to finish university. I know it's not be by power, but by the grace of God. So I'm going to stop here. I think I'm almost 30 minutes don't reach. No. I'm sorry, maybe I'm going to do the part 2 on how to manage your single motherhood. My name is Anointed Theo. This is all I can take for this family matter today. Family matter. Maybe I'll write a song for this my topic. Maybe I'll write a song. Maybe I will write a song for this my teaching. Family matter. Family matter. All right, that's all I can take. If you have any question for me, you can email me anointedtheo@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram, Anointed Theo. On Facebook, Anointed Theophilos. Please, my song is out, Oraweya. Please go and stream it, and God will bless you as you help me share to friends and family. That's all I can take this evening. Please don't condemn single mothers. Please. Whoever you are, whether you go school, you don't go school. A lot of you that condemn them is because of illiteracy. And some of you are ignorant. There are people who became single mom. It's not because they plan for it. It's the situation of life that make them. They tried another one. Voila. Some people can try up to 2-3 times before they get it right in relationship. So just try once. It just work for them. Some try 1, 2 before you walk. Some fit try. As they try, there's no way. You know, so you can't blame people because of bad thing happen to them in destiny. It can happen to anybody. You know, please, let's not condemn people because we are not experiencing that side of life. You know, nobody's perfect, you know. So the area this person is good now, you might not be good. So that's that. So please don't condemn them, don't judge anybody. And being a single mother is not the end of the world. A lot of people are doing great, better. They are doing great and better than some married couples. I'm telling you the fantastic truth. All right. Thank you so much for coming in this evening. If you ever get to see this video, please help me to share to 1 or 2 persons. We need to encourage ourselves. We need to look at the strength of people, not their disadvantages. God bless you. I remain your humble brother, Theophilus. Have a blessed night. On our way here. Emi no damenine Jesu Mama A Kitchen. Thank you. God bless you. I'm rounding up now. I just talked about how to manage single motherhood, and now the video where I see some days back, now make me want to talk about these things because a lot of people out of ignorance now they condemn other people. And a lot of people think that for them to trend on social media, they need to condemn. They'll bring this one and condemn. Which for me, it's not right. Mama A and C Kitchen. God bless you. More grace. So maybe if you can go back a little bit, let's encourage one another. It's very, very bad of us to condemn people because of the circumstances they experience in life. Nobody ever planned to experience bad things. But when they happen to us, it's a stepping stone for us to gather ourselves and go higher. That's that. My new song will come out to Let me share on Mama's Kitchen. God bless you. Have a blessed night, man. All our way, yeah. Emi no dame ni Jesu